Sorry I've been gone so long, everybody. Had to do my little Jeff Hardy jig before I got right back into some wrestling news. Hello everyone and welcome back to The 5 Count, the show where I go over the top 5 news stories from the world of professional wrestling you might have missed this week. By the way, early match of the year contender, the Montgomery Brawl. Number 1, Triple H ousted from WWE position. No, don't worry, Vince McMahon is still on medical leave and is probably going to become one of those Futurama heads here pretty soon. But with the official merger of WWE and UFC to form the TKO group happening, there's going to be a lot of corporate shakeups when it comes to both companies. Think of it much like when people fuse inside of Dragon Ball Z, but there's a lot more boardrooms and emails and meetings. I would like to think somebody like Gotenks would be head of accounting. It is simply just a rumor at this point, but it tends to happen whenever companies come together like this. There's probably going to be some layoffs from WWE and UFC. But chances are this will mostly come from the corporate aspect, your accounting departments, human resources departments. John Jones and Otis aren't going to be working at the same McDonald's anytime soon. And while you would assume someone with a board of directors spot would be safe from these changes, you would be wrong. It is now being reported that Triple H, once the finalization of the merger, will no longer have a position on the board of directors. But no need to clutch your pearls for Papa H quite yet, as he will still hold his position as head of creative. Long story short, business. If you are interested to see how the whole corporate merger thing works, I would highly recommend checking out the channels The Company Man and Bright Sun Films. They do wonderful videos around this sort of a topic, and if you're wanting to learn more, hey man, knowledge is power. Number 2, WWE Champion suffers major injury. Someone please convince me that the women's tag titles are not cursed. Danhausen, is this where you've been? Much like the previous holders of the silver and white hubcaps. Unfortunately, the team of Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green may have to vacate their women's tag team titles, as Sonya Deville did tear her ACL. Please get better soon. God, maybe Trinity and Mercedes Moné had the right idea by dodging these bastards. For some reason, whoever holds these belts becomes more fragile than wrestling simps on Twitter. Or X, whatever the hell it's called now. Number 3, Bray Wyatt to possibly return? Hey kids, this is a sign. Don't do the do. In all seriousness though, Bray Wyatt has been missing from our screens since February whenever he was diagnosed with some type of mystery illness and had to be removed from his feud with Bobby Lashley for WrestleMania 39. But at the moment, there is rumblings in the wrestling ether that Bray Wyatt could return as soon as September, which is great news to hear from my spooky boy. But this does pose another question. What can you do with Wyatt's character given its current state and the state of it before his absence? Well, there's a perfectly good Cody Rhodes that doesn't seem to really have a feud going on right now. With Cody and Bray's history both in their families and with each other, you have a ready-made feud for Bray as soon as he wants to return and is able to return. As long as you don't do it in a Code Red Nightmare match, I think it's going to be pretty solid for all parties involved. Regardless of fantasy booking, get well soon, Bray Wyatt. Number 4, AEW's record ticket sales. Here in a couple of weeks, All Elite Wrestling is about to make history. It's insane to think that a company that just started 4 years ago is basically about to sell out Wembley Stadium. It's also insane to think about that a pro wrestling event of this size has not happened at Wembley since SummerSlam 92, back when Tony Khan couldn't legally drive a car and his parents probably didn't let him stay up past 10 p.m. All Elite Wrestling has sold around 75,000 tickets for this event. That is 85% of the available seats within Wembley. Also, this isn't a competition between AEW and WWE. If you're trying to do tribalism, get that out of here. Given how turbulent 2022 was for AEW, 2023 has been fantastic in comparison, and I'm so happy to see one of my favorite companies doing so well. With the Elite signing new long-term deals, and MJF and Adam Cole having possibly feud of the year, things seem to be turning a corner for the better in the world of All Elite. And finally, number 5, Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews get engaged. Here at Extreme League Wrestling, we love love. So a big congratulations are in order for Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews on their engagement this week. So please, leave all your dirty Dom quips and jokes in the comments down below. I actually solely drink the tears of Rhea Ripley simps. And look, Buddy Matthews isn't a bad looking guy either. So Matthews, we salute you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, he got her. Thank you guys so much for watching The 5 Count. Make sure you support all of PW60 over on Cole TV with the link down below. There's been so much happening in the case of CM Punk versus The Elite, so make sure you catch up with our Curious Case of CM Punk versus The Elite video right here. Let me know what your favorite news story from the week was in the comments down below, and always remember, I've got till 5. This has been Extreme League Wrestling, and we'll catch you next time.